Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a team from the ACC, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Trojans about to kick it away and get this season started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. They go to the ground. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Breaks into the open. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The Sooners, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Gonna run it. It's Tatum. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
Yeah, and we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they ran the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's involved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep their physicality and assert their physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
From the gun, the ground game. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, running back on the move. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You just run to set yourself up now in 1st and goal. They are feeling it.
And the Sooners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football,
looking for the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Sooners!
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting a drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The poor performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Leaves it with the running back. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hotter.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Off play action on 1st down. Looking for a huge play. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again.
He's got 2. He's got 2. Get 3 soda.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern.
Ready up.
Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Here comes the heat. Pulls it in. It's Straka. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
And the Trojans really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. trying to pick it up on the ground. The stiff arm gets him loose. Touchdown, Southern Cal! He would not be denied.
You become a really good football coach when you got guys like that you can hand it to. Look at him, break tackles and shows you the speed to run away from the defense. Jesse, he is an absolute nightmare.
That's a great point, David. You don't have to scheme this guy up perfectly, which means you don't have to have everybody accounted for blocking, because he'll make them miss or he'll break tackles. And then you're right. Once you get into the open field, it's not just physical running, but how about the ability to hit the jets and take it the distance?
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. To the ground with the back. Turning it on! He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Little touch pass to the receiver. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
That pass falls incomplete, and it wraps up an entertaining first. Both offenses doing damage. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking to throw again. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. Looking for more room. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Just such a nice job by him understanding his responsibility in that cover 2 zone scheme. He's just floating over the middle of the field. He's just very aware of tight ends and running backs around him. And as soon as he sees color, as soon as he sees an intended target, he's already running that way. He's able to jump.
Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Back to the ground with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Sooners come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Sooners will try to pick it up on 4th down. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, Dan, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Not a chance he lets that one go. He's bringing it out. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't.
There he goes. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. He's up to 57 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. The Trojans have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll send the tight end in motion. Give to the running back. Fouls through the defense. Out across the 30, marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. To throw, it's Mayava. That's caught. It's Lane. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive.
Here we go.
They'll try to run for it. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Runs through a tackle. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun to give to the back. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense, getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Solid run on the last play, sets this offense up on first down. They're going to ride this running back. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat-on-a-hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Sooners with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. Breaks into the open. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down, just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense, they just can't find any answers.
This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
You got to be impressed with this offense and how they've been able to run the football and move it down the field, just being more physical in the trenches and getting some push. And leading by 3 right now down here in the red zone on 3rd down, I'm not so sure they won't run it again or give it to their running back in space and see if he can make something good happen.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. short. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Bring in the heat. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And you just got to wonder if the pass rush affected the QB's accuracy on that throw. He had his guy wide open in the end zone, but he had to throw it a split second faster than he wanted to. Ball got away from him.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Splits the uprights, it's good. The lead now 6 here in the second. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Indiana is on the wrong end of a steel-toed boot today. This is one of those performances we simply do not see from this program. Embarrassing. They're trailing by 14 to Oregon. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. They'll run it from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. Just enough time for one final play of the half. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Jordan. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Sooners will boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Trojans want to pick up the tempo. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on third down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He spins that thing down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half, and here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go?
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Hit as he throws. Finds his man. It's Crockett. They make the stop, but man, this senior took one right in the mustache as he fired the completion. And the Trojans are on the move. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Lane.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Trojans can really attack on this second and short. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Snags it. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. Now on second down. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jackson. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the middle. That's caught. It's Lane. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
When you play zone coverage, and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success. To the air on first down. A strike downfield. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Trojans didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field.
Gets the back moving. Now from inside the red zone. Got his man on the right. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. Sometimes it's not about fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays when running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use him, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And this has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Looking for the goal line. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Trojans. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. Can't get him to the ground.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Makes the grab on the left side. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. What a dime tossed by that Sooners quarterback. It seems like if you're going to play for Oklahoma, you better be able to spin the magic bean.
You better be able to spin it, and guess what? Most of the time, if you play for Oklahoma, there's a good chance you can win a trophy at the end of the year. That kind of good, that kind of history we've seen throughout, and this guy's just following in those footsteps.
They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Intercepted deep in his own end. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, USC. The defense gets it done with a huge interception return. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. And he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn it on the Jets, making the big play.
And the extra point gives him a 1-point lead here in the 4th. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Sooner offense returns to the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse. Turning it on! Touchdown Sooners! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Motion from the wide receiver. He'll set up to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Thomas. Just couldn't nudge it across for the two-point conversion. They had hoped to go up by a touchdown, but they're still up by 5 here in the fourth. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. With the catch, it's Lane. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Gets it out quickly. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
Then I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
Military stun.
Right back to the well.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Using his legs, it's Jackson. Got the first down and more.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
The Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Now he's looking to throw it. The short hands. It's Jordan. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick. Get it to your playmakers in space. Get positive yards. It's Instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Back to throw, it's Maiava. Caught near the sticks, it's Lane. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Might be changing the route. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Touchdown, Trojans! They move on top here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs, impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
Up by 1, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. Looking for a man. It's Maiava. Pass is incomplete. No good on the 2-point conversion. They tried to stretch this lead out to a field goal, but they're still up by 1.
USC 27, Oklahoma.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Here's the handoff. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 40. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
They'll go to the air. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He just set sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a 2-point return.
And how about this defense continuing to compete, continuing to fight? It looks like the game's about to be tied. They make a huge play on the extra point. Not only do they block it and stop them from tying it, they take it all the way back, and now they've got a 3-point lead in this football game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll give it to the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Still plenty of time for this offense, but this probably their final drive, under 2 minutes to play. Got a man, it's Lane. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense has got to get somewhere. Man, that's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lane. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Wants to throw on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And that's a big throw by this young man. Like, listen, late in the football game, you've got to make plays. He's been a little bit up and down, but they got to give him the rock. They're going to trust him. Let's see what he can do late in this football game.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Trying to run, it's Jordan. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you got to bang a timeout right here. You've got 2 left. After running the football, save as many seconds as you can to give yourself an opportunity to come back and win this game.
The Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Snagged in the middle, it's Lane. Offense uses a timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
To the air. It's Mayava. Flushed out of the pocket. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Back to throw, and he's running out of time. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
USC.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
Thanks so much for spending some time.